Offline? Fuck, man, come on. Alright, says I'm online. Says I'm live. Let's check here. It says I'm live. Live and excellent. Okay. Great. Live and excellent. Right. Woo. Right. Anyway, we're good. We're live. Woo. Let's tell people we're live. Whoa. Tigers MKQ. How's it going? Welcome. We're gonna be drawing on black paper. There's actually a paper here. And we'll be drawing with white ink and white pencils. Just trying to get situated. And my pencils added into the open. I can't find. But thank you for the follow. Give me 1 second and we'll get started. Well, usually we'll do warm-ups first. So here it is. White pencil. We're going to use dip pen. And we're going to use this, which is white too. So, yeah. That's what we'll do. Alright, so, but as always, we do warm-ups first on white paper while we warmed up on that. So before we get into the blackness, I love black paper, we'll draw here. And let's put some music on too, because you know we need some música. But let's tell people that we're live. We be live, coño. Sure. Live. We are live for the first day of Vortober. I'll say hi. Alright. Let's put here twitch.tv /Vortober. And you know, I didn't do this before because I wasn't sure if it was working or not. So kind of hard to preemptively quote that I'm live when I'm not live, you know. Alright. So that's it. So now we're gonna listen to some Bloodborne. Yeah, we're live, right? Ah, very beautiful. Bloodborne, you're like, it knows me. Bloodborne is one of the great countries in the world. I'm not willing to give up on that. Alright. Here we go. We'll be warming up a little bit using some Pinterest imagery or imagery. And yeah. Yeah. Begin our quick warm-ups. Had a bit of like technical troubles going on live today, but that's fine. There's a lot of hair, ma'am. I'm gonna do you without hair because I can't figure out. Hair is like kind of like wild, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Because the point is for me to do more defining lines or more confident lines, you know. So you know, we just put a little like action line here, but then after that, oh, you already can tell this is way too big. Should have been shorter. Yep. I'm gonna make this into a video. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to like be like, hey, welcome to Vortober 2021. Start doing that foot. The sounds of this soundtrack are just so beautiful. The whole soundscape of this soundtrack is phenomenal. Sure. One down, a couple more to go. We can't start drawing right off the bat into like what's gonna be the next pose. You know, we don't linger too much. Just a matter of getting them out and doing the next one. Like getting the gist. Then we'll do more solid lines, you know? Yeah. It was way too like rotated. There you go. Chilling like a villain, you know? I like this pose. I'm gonna save it. Dynamic pose. That way. We have to start here. Mm. Mm. Or This is quite a poster. Whatever. You know, just let it go. Let it go. Alright, next one. Next one. Whoa, there's a dynamic pose. Pose. You know what? Yes. Maybe it's too long here. Here we go. They told you it was pom. I've been playing New World, pretty dope game so far. It has no class, so I can tell you what class I am by using swords and hatchets, and I made this arm too thin. It's a good game though. I like that everything's player based, like the economy in general, it's just player based, and I love it. So epic. I'm a sucker for the whole soundtrack, so I'm very biased towards this whole soundtrack experience. You know? Sure, another one. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun. Um, um, um. I have to see how this stream does as a VOD on YouTube because I have game music. I know. It's gonna work out, you know? Okay, here we go. God damn, yo, I see the whole arm. This is coming out bad. Yeah, this is coming out bad, but that's okay. We're allowed to have bad drawings, you know? She's so pretty, but wasn't even that long, but okay. Whatever. It's warm-ups, you know, warm-ups. Yeah, this guy has a lot more flexibility than I do. And that's, you know, not hard because I'm not flexible. Like his hamstrings are way too like stretched out, you know? calves are. Your hammy string right here. Bam. Wait, hold on. Bam. Maybe a little bit too low. Maybe. Yeah, this one was a little too low. There you go. Something like this. That's where his butt is. What up? Nevertheless, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. We're doing some warm-ups as usual. Happy Vortober for you too. Happy Vortober indeedy. Feed the needy. Nice. Congratulations. Do you want to share with us, or at least with me, what you drew? I'd love it. Right now, like I said, we're just kind of like butchering some poses in the morning. Saying how this guy definitely has some like flexible hamstrings. Because man, his pose is wild. This right here going up. Oof. 1 sec, absolutely. Like right here, the amount of strength here, right? Because everything's left landing on this part right here. But then he has to keep his core straight, so all of this like just squeezed together. And then use his abs to move the legs up. You know? Which is like, oh. I am like through like exercises for like ballet, I've gotten to understand the amount of strength that your body has to exert. What? Nevertheless, this is phenomenal. Good on stream. Look at this, man. This is beautiful. I follow you, nevertheless. If I don't follow you, let me change that right now. Oh, I follow you. Hey. What? Very cool, man. You don't think? Listen, don't force yourself. Do as many as you can. You know. The point of October or Inktober or whatever Tober you want to call it, it's just to celebrate. You know, participate in celebration of a medium that you enjoy. Clearly, because you do phenomenal work, nevertheless. That's a suitable style. Yeah, I mean, listen, your style is beautiful to begin with. So, if it's gonna be anything like that, like right now, what you've done so far, I love it. So if that's anything to go by, you get it, man. You got the world already won. Alright, so let's see if we can do this, because there's a lot of hair again. There's a lot of hair overlapping poses, kind of make it hard, you know? It's so hard. But how was your week, man? How was your day going today? Oh, we're getting sketchy. Stop getting sketchy. Oh, no, no. Well, the highlight of Inktober is starting. It's Inktober starting. Yeah, absolutely. The moment it's October, I'm like, what? This is awesome. It's also my birthday month, so it's so awesome. It's like October is just like a month to be awesome, you know. Yeah, this leg was not this thick, but okay. Whoa. Oh, thanks for the biddies, man. Thank you. Have in advance. Thank you. You are definitely prepared, man. Your skills are there. Thank you so much, man. Alright. I'm gonna do like one or two more. And then we'll begin. Perfect. Let's continue with these. Do you know what you're gonna draw tomorrow already? And are you gonna have them all based on Ghost of Tsushima? Because that'd be awesome. You need to look it up. I've been playing New World, that new game that Amazon made. It's like Guild Wars 2 because you pay for the game, but you don't pay subscription to play. And man, it's very good. All you prepared was one day. Listen, I don't prepare any day, so welcome. You know, sporadic designs are always fun. They might not always be great, but they're always fun. You know. I like that feeling of just kind of like jumping into the deep end, you know? Not having much in plan. And it's just like, fuck it. Whatever it might be, you know? And you just let your abilities determine where you go. Like I made a list and I enjoyed making the list, but conceptualizing stuff is always a pain in the butt, man. But yeah, if you just take photos and then recreate them on your style, that'd be beautiful. That would be phenomenal. I'm telling you, your style is already great as it is, so anything you do is just gonna have like, you know, it's gonna ooze quality. But whatever it is that you do, my friend, I want to see because I know it's gonna turn out phenomenal. I feel like one more maybe and we begin. Okay. For gesture, I use my Pinterest. So after many months of using Pinterest, it just gives me a lot of cool references randomly. I'm gonna do it this one, alright. Because the feed, it'll update depending on what you've used it for. So like, what's your main purpose for Pinterest, and Pinterest algorithm starts like learning, and then it'll recommend stuff based on what you've done. So it pays to kind of spend some time every now and then on Pinterest, just amassing references. You don't have to make like boards and whatnot. Just save them. Oh no, yeah, for gesture like class wise, I used to do a lot of line of action and sketch daily. But yeah, but I haven't done like class mode in a while. Well, I get a couple of months now. But I used to do line of action and sketch daily. But I got to a point that I at the time it felt like I had done every pose in sketch daily. So then I went to line of action, and then I just started doing Pinterest. You know. Boot classes. Well, I mean, I used to do like an hour a day for a good couple of like a lot of months, couple of months here, and then after that, I would just warm up every time we would stream, you know, and that's why I started doing like kind of like solo studies. Well, 'cause I'm also you doing this like kind of like not doing sketchy lines kind of exercise that I saw a while back to get more confidence in my lines, you know. And so far, it's been going okay. Ah, nose itchy. You have no patience. If you can stand 10 minutes, oh man. It definitely took some getting used to for me, for sure. My lines are good now. Thank you. I mean, they could be a little more fluent, like more flowy, but you know, practice, practice, practice. That's why I always do these as loose as possible and like just solid lines. Right. I think that's it. That's it. We're gonna do some thumbnails, and then we're gonna do it in. Been waiting for this. Mandulos, thank you. Oh man, Mandulos have improved for sure. I'm gonna use this paper today. And we're gonna do on black stuff. I mean white stuff. Like I said, I made a list for like people if you wanna follow it up. I usually don't follow lists. I'm terrible at it. I'm just like, what? Done. What? Done. But you know, it's there. Let me see if I can. I think curiosity is the first black paper hype, right? I've been excited for this, man, just because the black paper hype. So curiosity is the first one. Nice. All right. I mean, we can do curiosity. Let's start off with curiosity, just because. Why not? Let's do quick little thumbnails, though, just so we know that we're not settling for one thing, you know. It's more like so you can search around and then get those bad ideas out. So you're like, ah, that was a horrible one. Thank God I didn't do it, you know? And that way we can then draw over here, but whatever we know we're gonna draw. So let's do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do. No. Alright. How about, hold on, I got this. We have kind of like a half circle here, right? And then we're gonna have maybe like a flower here, right? Like a rose. A rose by any other name, still a rose, right? And then over here, we're gonna have like a moon, but then behind the moon, we're gonna have like a person peeking from behind and about to reach for the rose. I mean, you can't really see it right now, but it's there, you know? It is like the moon and the person kind of peeking from behind, reaching for that sweet, sweet rose that's over here. And there's going to be all black, obviously, here. And then it's kind of like the shining of the moon. It's over here, the light, and then the face gets lit up. And then the rose there. I like that idea. All right. Let's play around with it a bit more. And let me see. All right, here we go. I don't know. I like this whole like rose thing. So what if they're like the rose is being pulled? You know, like the leaf here, and the rose kind of like, oh no. And it's just like a face here, you know? Or like the eye. Right? Because, you know, it drawing with white ink lends itself to be very creepy. You know? Just because it's how it is, you know? Alright. A few more. So this one's kind of like the face here is going to be white. So it'll be kind of like a spotlight, right? Like the spotlight going like this. The shadow, I mean the light hits the top of the rose. It creates a shadow underneath, but it gives it like a spotlight circle. And then the fall off from the light, it'll light up the hand that's pulling the leaf. And then here's like the silhouette of like the face, you know, and you just kind of see like the brow bone and like this part right here. That's what's going on here. How about if we go a little bit wild, you know? It's just sometimes you know, when I do thumbnails, I have to go like wilder and wilder, just so I can push myself to make up another idea and then make sure that I'm not settling for the one, you know? Oh, thank you. So there you go. There's like a big tunnel of a flower now here, and then we can have here like a cat. Why a cat? Because it literally just came out here like a cat, because, you know, curiosity killed a cat. And there's a cat there. We have like little like a walkway here, kind of like fading into darkness. And over here we have like a knife, like a knife, you know? Yeah, never settle for sure. So curiosity killed the cat, you know? That's why a knife. All right, let's do 4 more, or let's handful more. But I like this idea too. I like this idea. How about if we let's summon a hand, because I usually like drawing hands in white ink. What if like the rose is still here? I'm already in fact fixated into having a rose, so rose is happening, right? And then here we have like the eyes of the person holding it, like the mouth, the nose and whatnot, you know? And then the rose here like that. It's just kind of like grabbing it. There's nothing going on there. And then background here black. And my thumbnails definitely leave a lot to be desired, because I don't usually go like this to make it look more detailed for you guys. But trust me, there's information in here that I can tell going on, you know? So that'd be it. And then here's like the person, so you can't see the eyes, but you see the nose and the brow kind of peeking from the darkness. That's what that's going on there. Let's see here. How about all right, here we go. We're gonna go with this cat kind of thing going on. You know, because the cat has like, right? And then we can have like a rose, like big rose. So it's like in the foreground. You know? And then the cat just gets illuminated from the front, from the back. So it's like white outline here. There's all black. Right? And then the cat casts the shadow. So then you see just like the outline of the petals here. Maybe. Alright. Next one. It's just so you can play around with it, you know? And sometimes if I see like one common thread between all the thumbnails, then I'll make it a point to make something that's wildly different. That's why I can kind of like pull myself out of it. I'm like, oh, totally, greater. You know, here they're pretty much very different, so it's not too bad. How about loading rows, right? That's not going to change. We're definitely going to use a rose, because why not? You know? That's the rose floating there. With a little sparkles kind of coming down, right? We can do that because it's going to be white ink, so that's fine. And then over here, we can have like a vortex made out of like clouds, you know? And then just kind of light reaching up to the cloud, I mean to the rose, and then the rose just there. And if you want, we can do it like hands kind of like materializing from within the shadows, you know, kind of like about to grab hold of this plant. You only see like the tips of the fingers, and it just frames it. That's kind of hot too. All right, one more and then we'll begin. I like this one though. How about, right? How about? So again, rose. But rose now, this in the middle is kind of like facing directly to the camera, right? So directly towards us, right? And this is gonna be right on top of like where your third eye would go, right? And then we draw a woman's eye. Hopefully I can pull off a woman's eye, you know? And then like a hand trying to like reach the flower. No, I'm gonna go with this one. All right, let's get it on, ladies and gents. It must start. It has begun. I don't know how good it's gonna turn out, but we'll do it. And it's just a reminder, there is a paper here. It just, you can't see it. Okay. Here we go. This is so cool. I love the fact that you can't see the paper, you know? It's just great. Alright, here we go. Well, let's look up roses right now. Only because you can't just go by what you remember. I mean, you could do that more often than not, but like, I like to have accurate, up-to-date references that I'm drawing. Like rose, spotlight. Just to see like how things on spotlight behave. Perfect. Perfect. Come on. Huh? Yes. All right. Great. And that's about it, I think. Yep. All right. Cool. So now we have our references, and I'll show you what my references are, so you can see or kind of get an idea of how I get references. Maybe not, but this is what my references look like now. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Maybe. What if I have a rose on spotlight? Under. Rose. Rose. Plant. Here we go. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm gonna draw, and so are you. Yay! I don't know. Alright. I need like two different pictures here. Alright. Alright, here we go. Woo! Oh, let me zoom out. Because the paper ends over here, like above here, and then over here. So here we go. It'll take a bit, I think, to guys see it, because there's something going on here right now already. Very lightly so, but alright. Definitely have to bear with me now, because we're literally drawing now, but you can't see it. But there's there. It's white. Which is fine, because then and then we have to have all for real. Galaxy. I need to get a galaxy because the galaxy is a twirly cloud. So. A twirly cloud of space dust, you know? And that's what we're gonna use, you know. Galaxy. Maybe we should try to make it a galaxy here, you know? Alright. And we're just gonna have little bits of stuff kind of floating around. Alright, this is the hands. Alright, so let's. Okay. Drawing like this is kind of like weird, but once I get used to it, it'll be fine. Oh, but you still kind of like see something there going on now. You see now the shape starting to peek out because I'm going to use more pressure on this pencil. And I've drawn enough enough roses that I kind of know what they look like without having to look at the reference. The reference is there just to kind of like freshen up on things, you know. So, and I've drawn enough roses because my mom loves roses, and I actually learned how to draw roses with my mom because my mom figured out how to simplify them. I was like, what? And then forever since then, I've been using the same method to kind of build up a rose. And then when I told my mom, I was like, listen, I learned from you. It's like, no, yes. Because she doesn't draw, no? She's not like an artist in that sense. She knits beautifully though, but not a graphics artist. Okay. Alright, so now I'm falling asleep at the keyboard. Have fun and good luck with Vortober. We'll be lurking. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for being here, nevertheless. Have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy your sleep time. White pencil doesn't quite show up on the screen, which may or may not be what you want. Well, it's kind of showing up a little bit. Once we get to the white ink, it's going to show up a lot. So, I mean, I knew it was going to be weird, but, you know. There it is. You can see it, but then you can see the paper. I want this like that. Make it go like this now, and then darken it when I do the ink itself. But this is what we're drawing on, you know? In black paper, which is weird. Okay, that's an odd paper to choose. All things considered, you know? Here, thank you. Happy Vortober to you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a certain magic to like drawing with white pencil. Because you're drawing with light, you know? And that might sound like too like pretentious, but it's kind of is what it is, you know? You draw with light. And then, oh no, so much smudgy. Oh, everything smudges. Damn it. There's a smudge there now. There you go. Okay, so I think that we can start with ink a little bit. Hold on, let me try this kind of. Alright, here we go. So now It worked. I had to put this away with water and ink. As I was like, maybe it's gonna dry. But it didn't dry. So win-win for me. Here we go. Let me just put, whoa. Bit more water in here. Yep, this is my water dispenser. Another brush. Alright, so let's go with our handy dandy nib. Let me see, I might switch it over though. Kinda wanna use this, kinda. Or should we use the other one? No, let's do take. Maybe I should use this one. Yeah, sorry, let's go. Alright. Let's put this on so it looks darker. Let's move this here. Move that there. This out of the way too. These things out of the way. This out of here. Now, here we go. Hold on, I need to get the ink ready. Oh my god, stop rolling. Oof. I don't use this brush for anything else, so it's gonna become my ink mixing brush. Because I have white ink there, obviously I don't want to show you, but it's very thick in its natural state. So that's why I have here some ink with water. Okay. Alright. Let's see how this works. Yeah, there you go, see? Oh yeah, there you go. Starting to show. That was the point of me like wearing black sleeves, you know, because I wanted to be like we're all lost in the shadows, you know. It's hard though, in the sense that I have to see where I'm gonna put the line and where I'm not, because the light is coming from the top, so there are gonna be bits of the flower that are not gonna be drawn. I'm doing little lines here to show where light is coming from. Sure. You can see it a little bit now. And that's another like tricky part about drawing in white light for me, at least. White light. White ink. Is that I have to make sure that I don't draw everything. Otherwise, it looks like just a regular drawing with white ink, rather than being like lit by something. And there could be like other lines underneath it, like where the light doesn't shine, but very little. Oh, that's right, but this one is gonna have like some sort of lighting here. No, we're just gonna have like the light coming from the bottom and from the top. There's not gonna be a galaxy here. It's just gonna be like cloudy vortex going down, you know? And these are gonna be like short streams anyway, because these drawings take a lot less time than you think. Because a lot of the composition has to be left to the imagination, you know? Even though it's there. But it's not for me to show, you know? That's why it's more like a balancing act as to like what am I gonna show, what has to be shown, what can you draw just from hints, you know? And like, I mean, when you like the viewer, what conclusions can you come to by what I've shown you, you know? I'm gonna have fun this year, man. Because I'm getting reacquainted with white ink, and I used to love drawing in white ink. And I still do, but I hadn't done it in a while. Now, getting back into this is kind of be awesome. So, fully see what's in the shadows. They can't show you everything. Not because I don't want you to see everything, it's just I want to make sure that you have enough to come to your own conclusions without having me to spoil it for you. I feel like a lot of the fun of looking at art and is when you as the audience can make it your own, you know. For that to happen, I can't hold your hand. You know. I just give you enough so you know what's going on. Find yourself, and then it's up to you. Hello, energy. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Made it just in time. We are getting to like render this first image of Vortober 2021. It was led by the first word, curiosity, but then it evolved into this. How are you? How's your day coming along? How are you feeling today? You make a prompt? I did. I did make a prompt list. Toads did. Check it out. Let me give you a link. And that the first word is curiosity, which is what this came from, but then it evolved to this. So you know, I did my best to try to do the curiosity, but it helped prompt this drawing. So we're not bad. Where are you? Here we go. Where's the share? File. No, man. Edit. No. I don't know. What is this, man? Oh, share. There's a big blue button there. Got it. Got it. Copy link. Bam. Let me see. Let me know if it works. There you go. That's the list for this month. And I was like, I don't know how to make the list, but then I started like making up like not like a story, but like more so like trying to follow what I've done recently. Like you know, my curiosity has peaked about certain things, and like I don't know, like try to see what the emotional um journey would have been like doing what I want, you know. On the 3 and 4. Alright, so that's fine. Now it's just a matter of playing around with how much light we're gonna put and where, you know? Because you have to decide how much you want to go, you know? How much do you want to break through, or how much do you want to have coverage from the light itself? And the light, you set up, you know, you set up wherever you want the lighting to come from. But it's up to you to show or not show certain things, you know? And I usually do it with just like cross hatching, so that's my weapon of choice. But if you're not comfortable with cross hatching, there's other ways. You can actually just use a white pencil and then paint where the light goes, you know? I am a sucker for cross hatching, so cross hatching is my weapon of choice, like I said. So I'm only making lines where I know that there should be light coming from it, you know? And these clouds are gonna take a bit to make. But hopefully it'll have the intended effect, you know? It says actually it is possible to just send a screenshot. Oh yeah, yeah. You need access, that's weird. Alright. I'm gonna send you a screenshot, but try again here on this one. Hold on, because I changed it to anybody with this link. So hopefully that did it. If not, I'll send you one on the IGs right now. I have it on my phone actually, so I'll send it to you here through the phone. Through El Telefono, well, through Instagram, but on the Telefono. Bam. Sent it through the Instagram message. Boom, blim, 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 blim. I have to make sure that I get enough stuff here. Oh, it looks cool. This effing cool. So damn cool, man. Boom, play, bloom. Thing about white ink is that it dries so fast. Even when it is this diluted, because it is pretty diluted. Yeah. Granted, my cross hatching is very, very messy right now, but for a first piece of the month, is not bad. And this one over here is way too thick. Should have been thinner, but it's okay. There are ways to fix stuff on black paper, you know. Like a well placed black ink can fix a lot on black paper, you know. The signaling worked, yay. Awesome. Thank you. Because I hadn't ever shared stuff on Google Docs, so I wasn't sure whether or not how it was done, if I had to add anything. But, you know, together we learn. And that's what we're here for, you know, to help each other out. To learn from each other, with each other, you know. But yeah, I didn't know what to do with the light list, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, this word, no, this word. Oh my god, yeah. And then over here, so then like in my mind started making up like a story, you know. So I'd imagine like a character, and then like, all right, what would they be feeling right now, or what would they want the character to feel right now? So that's why I started picking words, you know, like, all right, yeah, but they're in a new place. So then they're gonna be like perplexed or like dumbfounded, or you know, something like that, like different emotions. So all the words that I picked, that's what it was. Like kind of imagining if I was a character in a story, or if I was writing a story, and then thought of like what would I want this character to experience, and then just kind of like try to tell the story in just single words, you know. And I always like curiosity as a as a thing to lead anything. Like if you follow your curiosity, you're bound to find something cool. That's why I started the list with curiosity, because you gotta be curious. You know, you gotta be curious to discover. I feel. So I was like, yeah, curiosity, and I was curious to see what I would do with a list. So they worked in so many levels, you know. Thank you, energy. So happy you're here. One of the OG Vortober crew, you know. We've gone through a lot of stories together, so I'm happy you're here. These drawings are very fast because there's not much you should do. Like when you draw in white, you should definitely leave a lot to the imagination. You know? Trust that the person that is going to be looking at your picture knows what's going on, you know? Thank goodness this paper is thick because I think that I would have broken it right now. I've had a crazy morning, but I'm glad I could catch some of the stream. Thank you. No, I'm glad you caught too. Hopefully your day gets better, and hopefully it wasn't like bad crazy. Sometimes they're like good crazy. But I'm so glad you're here, Energy. Thank you. You've made my day. But we're almost done with it. Because I'm just adding the details where it needs to be done. But again, white ink, it's better to use less and more. Kind of when you have to like and do those tests like in one paragraph or less, explain blah blah blah. So that's kind of like what this is, you know? Like what do you need to show to get your point across? So that's it. That's all you need to do. Just whatever you need to get the point across. We're not holding anybody's hand, you know? That's not the point. So we just add enough information so that people can understand what's going on, you know? We're putting very subtle change on line width, but it's making a world of difference. And that's how white ink goes, you know? Very little of it can make a huge difference. More so than black ink on white paper, you know? White ink on black paper is a lot more striking than white paper with black ink on top. Almost messed it up. It clearly see that the light is coming from this side, which is what we wanted. I'm gonna put like little like shining stuff. Hold on. First, I'm gonna do a bit of like reinforcing some stuff here, you know? Applying a bit more pressure, but not everywhere, because you want to have like this unevenness. At least that's what I want. Okay. Bam. I think I'm going to try combining entire prompts. Yeah, man, do it. I feel like prompts for Inktober should be just like a guiding factor, you know, not like exactly what you should be doing, but it's just to trigger your head, trigger your mind, and be like, oh, I can draw that. Like what happened to this? Like I literally started with curiosity, but then my curiosity led me to this. I was like, oh, perfecto. It gets you drawing, then it's good. And Vortober prompts, thank you. When you combine, it's when you get a lot of cool stuff, you know. A little more white on the top here. And the stream is lagging pretty bad for me right now. You know, it might be my fault because I'm doing restream. So maybe that's why. But thanks for letting me know all this stuff because I wouldn't know otherwise, you know? intensify some other white, so I gotta back in. This is not Bloodborne. You can't change me up like that, man. Divinity Original Sin? Fine, let's go to Divinity Original. Never listened to Divinity. Yeah, tomorrow's stream I'm just gonna go back to regular setup. Today I just wanted to try something new, you know? Well, not new. Try again to do restream. Made a good list? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was like yesterday, I was like, oh no. And I made it because you were in my head. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a list. I was like, you know what? Energy said if it was, I'm gonna be like, yes. Let's make a list. So, thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, so we will use a little bit of black ink. Just because what is that? So it can be streamed to two platforms, more than one platform at the same time. Right now it's being streamed on YouTube and on Twitch. Just because there's some things here. No, nothing to do with that, but I'm using this black ink because there's some lines that need to be a bit more detailed in a way, so I have to go back in here. This is how you erase, you know. Yeah, I've been editing the videos for Mondoodle. They haven't been up in anywhere, but that's so I can have an because Mondoodles, I feel like it would be cool to watch since we draw so many characters in one go, you know. You see how good you make it without many details given. That's our drawing for today. A beautiful rose about to be plucked to satisfy somebody else's curiosity, you know. Let me just sign it. So yeah, these streams are going to be shorter just because, again, it doesn't take much to make one of these. Ten, 1, 2021. Not like anymore, so it was probably just something on my end. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I have to still fiddle with the settings, yes, for restream, so that I can have a good stream on both ends. That's it. That's the drawing. No. Yep. That will be it for today, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll be here every day of October, so just come back anytime, any day, maybe during the day. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very nice. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, energy. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. So have a lovely day, guys. Much positive to you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. And we'll draw the next time. Oh, the next word, which is what? What's the next word now? Our next word is going to be invention. So we'll see.